Okay then, here we go. We're all fucking loaded up. We're going to pop off, excuse me. Oh, you know, an old story about that. Oh, sorry. I came a bit old Tom Jones then. It's not unusual. We're going to pop over to one of our local waters. Just up the road from me. It's a beautiful, beautiful little private owned fishery in Whizzo. Yeah, Home Close it's called. Run by Hillary and the family. They've got a dairy farm, a some arable farm, and they've got 4 beautiful lakes on there. Just up the road. Let's go and see what's what, yeah? No worries. Let's get on the way then. Okay, here we are. Just pulled into the fishery. I've just crossed the border from Leicestershire into Rutland, which, as you may know, is the UK's smallest county. I was making my way down the farm drive to the lakes, and I'll get set up and see you in a minute. Right, we're all here, all set up, all ready to rock and roll. I've fed 3 lines, one to my right on the slope in about 1.5 to 2 foot of water, one straight out in front of me at 10 metres in about 4 foot of water, just at the bottom of the slope where it gets to its deepest point for this time of year. One margin to my right about this deep, because sometimes you get them big margin dogs. And the rigs I'm using are nice matrix, lovely lake pattern these are. Got a nice buoyant tip so it'll hold up a pellet or a piece of corn against a bit of undertow and all that. And all I've got is a 0.16 line, so it's good and fucking strong. Down to Guru hook links, £5 hook links or £6 hook links with a size 16 hook and a little strung out pattern. And I've got the same on both rigs. I've got 1/3 of a gram on my shallow rig and 0.5 of a gram on my 4 foot rig. Same shotting pattern, same everything really. It's just a heavier rig to hold better in any movement and get it down there a little bit quicker. In the margin, I've got just a little dipper, a little Milo dipper with one shot, a few inches from the hook, which I can move about and then set, like I say, just down here. This it's got a Drennan margin, acolyte margin pole that only came yesterday, so it's the first time out for it. We're trying it out, so far so good. Like I say, I've fed all 3 lines with pellets. We're just fishing on pellets. 4mm for the feed and 6 or 8 for the hook. I put a few 6 and 8 in there as well, and I pot it in on my far line, a little pot to start on the other 2 lines, and then I can loose feed the closer lines. Once I start catching, I'll go to a pole pot that I've not got on this one, because I'm trying out this sexy ghost finish to see if it don't spook them. But I'll switch to pot feeding so I can localise them and get them just where I want them. Just had a nice £2 bream from the shallow swim to my right, so let's see if we can't get another. Let's pop him on. Got a 6mm banded pellet, air rigged, the old Guru hook length, really liking their stuff, and we'll drop it in and see how it goes. Okay, so what I like to do is just lay my rig in a bit further out than I'm fishing. One-handed camera work's not great, is it? And then let it settle, and if it sinks under the surface, I know that I've gone too far out, so I'll just pull it back a little bit and lift it until the slope and the weight of the pellet sets it just where I want it. So I'll poke it about a little bit until I get it where I want it, which is just there for me today. And then we'll sit and wait and see if we don't get a bite. As an indication, little knock, little lift. So they're definitely still there in the swim. little lift again, little knocks. What I often do on the pole, whether I'm fishing corn or pellet or anything other than paste really, is give it a lift, let it drop. Sometimes you find that you've got a little fish like that. So if not, it often induces a bite. It's like the fish respond instinctively and get on it. Bait selection for today. Like I said before, I'm feeding 4mm. These are red. They're Sonos. Sorry. These look. Sonos bloodworm fish meal flavoured. I've never tried them personally. 4mm. A bit damped off, a little bit of Scopex on them just to increase the attraction. Then we've got a 6mm hard pellet. Again, I think these are a krill or some other red flavour. And then we've got an 8mm hard pellet. These are ringers. I like me ringers pellets. So they're for hookers. They're for feed and mainly hookers. And that's a main feed. Tub of worms, dendrobenas, just in case. I'll often put a feeder out or a straight lead just down the margins to see if a natural bait suits them today, and a couple of swim stim dynamite baits, soft hookers, just to bring the changes a little bit. I'll often fish this with corn as well as an hook bait, but not today. And then we've got a pellet bander and some bands just in case we lose one of the pre-tied bands, yeah, on the air rig setups, or swap to a different hook that's not got one. Towel as always, which you're going to need, and my old clicker to guesstimate the weight. So far I've had a £2 bream, so we're on £2. Godjo, disgorger, because you always need one, and my vape, because I can't do anything without vaping, and it saves your life, and a good old fucking monster, because you've got to stay hydrated, ain't you? I fished 2 side trays, just spin you around, don't get dizzy. The other side tray's got fuck all on today, to be fair. It's got spare batteries for my vape. It's got Tipex, which I use to mark the depth on the top section after I've plumbed up. Plummet, little unpicker tool, and the winders from my rigs. There's a remote there from the camera that I'm not using because I brought it here today and it's turned out to be a piece of shit. So there you go. You got an handy little leg there on this Preston mega tray that you can put bits and bobs on. You put your rig roost or whatever on, or your tulip pole sock, depending on what floats your boat. And further round, I have all my kit to hand, so I can reach what I need without getting off my box because I'm clumsy and don't want to fall in. Finally, the old rig sections laid out in a Maver rig roost, and how I like to do it is like a book. This one's my feeder. It's got a pole pot on nearest to the arm, so it's got most support, so because he's heaviest. And then there's my close in rig, next rig out depth wise and further out on the pole, and there's my long rig, so I know without looking which one to grab for which swim I want. So everything's to hand, everything's organised, and it makes it a lot nicer to use. Okay, so after that £2 bream to my right hand swim, we've had fuck all. A few little indications of nog, so they're not settled over that, so we've left it. I've gone back out on my 10 metre line, and I have to say, I don't know if the camera will get it, but this Acolyte 9.5 metre margin pole, I've got the half extension on it, so it takes it out to 10. It's fucking good. It's stiff, it's light, it's nothing like I thought it to be. You know, I like my drenning gear, but I expected it to be heavier and floppier for being a fucking big heavy duty margin bank and yank fucking jobby. I could fish this happily at full length all day, conditions permitting, and it certainly saves the wear and tear on my main pole. I've got a Maver signature that I use for everyday use, if you like, and it's a fucking expensive bit of kit, you know. I really treasure it. I broke a top section fighting a carp a couple of days ago. It comes with a lot of spares, so it didn't put me out of action, but it certainly put me out of fucking pocket. And I didn't like that I'd broken something that I really get a lot of pleasure from. So the old fucking Acolyte margin was ordered, and I'll tell you what, so far I'm suitably impressed. It's a lovely, lovely bit of kit. Anyway, let's see if I can get a fucking fish on my long line. If not, I'm going to try the ghost top down to my left in the margin and see if that's going to produce yet. Well, here we go on the long line. We've had a first, which is, I'm pulling him up to the surface to try and show you. It's a nice bream, about £1 looking at that. So we'll have him in. We'll feed again, and then we'll see if we can get another. Right, so we've tried and had a bream out of the right hand swim. We've tried and had a bream with a couple of skimmers as well out of the long line. Quite slow, you know, it is very autumnal. Like most waters in this country, the long dry hot summers force the water levels down, so it's not fishing at its best. I came in a couple of days ago with our Danny and had a carp that weighed 6, one at 7, one at 8, one at 9, one at 10. Not in that order, but that's how it panned out. So it's still got potential, and we are blessed with fishing. You know, it's called fishing, not catching. So we'll enjoy it. I'm gonna go down this side just to try my third line, and we'll keep rotating through the course of the day until hopefully we get onto a big lumpy, bumpy, fucking suicidal carp. Yeah. So, get the old ghost top out. Weird shit, isn't it? With dibber on. And I'm tempted to try a worm. We're on red Daiwa Hydra elastic because there's some big boys in it. So what I'm going to do is I've got half a dendrobium on. So I've got my tub of worms. Just find a juicy morsel. So a likely victim. And what I like to do is shake the mud off. It's quite short and stubby, so I look him through the saddle and then pinch the short end off. I flick that in if I'm fishing close enough, and then he'll really go like fog, and he'll be leaking all that juicy attractant. Yeah. And now we'll see if this does the fucking business right there. We're about, I bet you can't see any of this shit. We're about there. That's where I've been feeding it. Well, I think the beauty of the worm is not only is it a natural bait, but if it moves around a little bit, or you want to lift and jiggle it and fuck about with it to try and get a bite, the fish don't seem to mind that, you know. They're used to seeing worms moving around in the water. Whereas your introduced baits, like your pellets, corn, whatever, don't tend to do that. They just move with the water. They don't go up and down and fuck about here and there. So there's swirls now. There's definitely fish moving around wormy. So let's see if we're lucky enough to get one. There you go then. Down the margin, sat and waiting. I'm trickling pellets in and Whizzo on. Decker's time. Could be precious. Nothing to see here.
What you got?
Nothing. Just a crisp bag or something in the water. They don't like it up them.
What is it?
Carp. Mirror.
Mirror.
Nice mirror. Yeah. Pellet. Whoa. Fucking hell, that's a bit. About £6. £7, £8. It's fucking massive. It's as deep as.
He just beat me.
Right, so.
I had 11.10.
There's Bright.
Look, you fucker, it's done it.
And the
Dropped in his Colville coat.
Just rocked
And
up
it's
after
just,
work.
it's just tried my new pole out, and look.
That'll do.
Fucking golden bollocks.
Don't get many of them to £2.
You don't.
Just going on the internet then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Not the best of days. I got a monster fucking mirror that I don't think the camera actually fucking caught, because I did the old show and tell after it smashed fuck out of itself on my rig in the net, bless it. But that's fishing, ain't it? You know, it's not all about catching £100 at a time. It's just, for most people I guess, it's just about having a bit of time to yourself and enjoying the sport that you love and chilling out in such fucking beautiful surroundings, you know. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Now I'm here tomorrow, so maybe you'll see a part 2. And as always with fishing, maybe we'll have a better day, because that does keep bringing us back. Or if you have a really good day, then you just want to repeat it, don't you? Our Danny will be joining us tomorrow afternoon, so there'll be 2 of us to check up on. And like I say, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share. Let's get this fucking ball rolling, and hopefully we'll all have a good time fishing. Tight lines, everyone. Big love. See you again soon.